Blessed and highly favored. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs. Oh my goodness, my extended beautiful family. Thank you so much for the love and support that y'all constantly give. Is truly appreciated. We're all going through these crazy stages of our lives that may seem overwhelming, but trust and believe is giving you the strength that you didn't even know you needed. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the video is informative to you, give you good vibes or inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, um, please go ahead and do that, especially if it's a fellow empath that are going through some trying times and need spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation to validations on life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Let me turn this up. It is so relaxing too. I'm listening to the channel is called NRG8 musical therapy, and the music that is playing is called Music to Materialize Desires, Visualization, and Connect with the Universe, Law of Attraction. I don't know, it's like the little simplest words. It seems like it's so hard for me to say at times. But anyways, the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. Um, Ancestors are cheering you on. You came to conquer. You are sweet victory. We are. Because a lot of times, we connect with so many people. There's so many beautiful people I'm connecting with and getting to re-know you. I always say re-know, we've known each other before. We are just reconnecting. We just playing different parts in our lives. It's like we've been in each other's lives for like many, 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 eons, whatever, millions of years. Just coming to reconnect. And, for us to be that generations that is severing cords to karmic cycles, generational curses. I mean, we get hit with the whammies. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Big Bang Theory, type situation, and it's just like, wait a minute, did I sign up for this? Y'all done put these in the clause and what they call it, agreements and termination, whatever you want to call it. And it's just like things come hitting you, and at times it feels overwhelming. It feels like, what, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being tired. My tired is being tired. I'm going through all these things. It just makes you want to walk away from stuff at times, because it's like, dag, I've been pushing and been pushing, but it always seems like it's not good enough. And a lot of times it stretches you thin, and you're really just trying to find your peace of mind through all the chaos that goes around you. And it's just like I've said it many times, but you can feel me on that. You can make peace with a certain person or even a certain situation or a few situations that has really messed you up along the way. And then you're going through those different things, and then the next thing you make peace with that, and then it's like 20 other things just unpopped up, and you just don't know. It's just like, that's the reason why we have uh being merged with our past lives. They're all coming together from every stage that we have went in, that there's very unfinished business. But since everything that we're going through is so powerful, that we got all type of reinforcements that are with us at that time. Because a lot of times you get frustrated, when I connect with y'all, I try to go ahead and give you those positive reassurance that I know, because I've been through these things. I tell people real quick, I wouldn't be telling you this if I have not gone through it. I wouldn't be telling somebody to do things if I have not succeeded over those things. You never know whose life of experiences or their story or they're telling on their life of experience is going to be your survival guide to overcome whatever has been holding you back. And I look at my situations, and it's just the way things, a lot of times we can sit up here and say, I've been doing all this positive stuff, positive, 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 but then it just seems like I only get a snippet of positive back, and then got to deal with all this BS that comes towards our way. And, and it may feel that way at times, but it's just all about how we look at it. And it's all about, if we're in our feelings and we're stressed out about it at time, you're not going to see anything positive going on around you. Even if you try to, be like, yeah, that did happen. But then it's like when you do your woosah moment, take a pause for the cause, and you start seeing everything that has went down. Because it's like when I see my life, I see hell done broke loose in my life a couple of times. But then when I see, just for me speaking my truth and being vocal about it, it allows me to know I'm getting strength within the wisdom of those, situations that I've been placed in. Even, people betrayed me, or I allowed myself to open up towards people, and then the next thing you know, I didn't get the same, back in return. But it's like I appreciate those situations that I've been put in, because it lets me know, hey, there's sometimes when I put a post up there, I think it was like day before yesterday. It's like we're being put in people's lives to be that genuine person, and then they all don't know when they have something that is truly valuable to them, because it's like not everybody can come into your life and just have no hidden motives. Not everybody is like that, and it's like, and I know it's hard for certain people to trust, and I'm like that as well. I mean, I've been through a lot of things, and I had to learn the hard way. You can't just open up and tell everybody everything, because not that doesn't mean that everybody has your best interest at heart. You have to be able to allow yourself to, just observe and see, what's being shown to you, in between blurred lines. But it's just when you allow yourself to see all the things that you're going through, that is a reflection of not everybody can be able to deal with the things that you're dealing with. Not everybody can be able to have that go-getter type vibe that you have. Even though you may get mad and want to just give up, there's some, your soul is not allowing you to do that. Like, okay, we're gonna let you pause for this minute, but you gonna get back up and get this done. There's, and a lot of times you have to fake yourself out at times just to get that, initiative to, keep pushing. Like, there's a lot of people praying that you don't get out of this. There's people out here that's mocking you, even though it shouldn't even matter to you about what other people say. It's how you value yourself. But a lot of times you got to psych yourself out for stuff like that, because it is true. There's a lot of people that see what you're doing. They admire that. And a lot of times, you know, it becomes a, we feel like they're haters, and they're not. They're actually fans in denial. Because they want to be able to do the things you do. They would be, but they don't realize you can do it. But you're gonna have to take sacrifices. You're gonna have to reflect and own up to the things that you did. Own up to the things that you need to take care of. Be able to sacrifice, change, let go of things, all that. But they don't want to be able to do that. They want to be able to steal something else from somebody else, and it's just like don't work that way. But you have to allow, as I said, in my phone start vibrating. But everything happens for a reason. Your strength comes from your pain. What doesn't break you, it makes you. It can either make you bitter or better. You have to just be able to know, either you're gonna take that I out of it and add that E and going about your business. But it's like your ancestors are like emotionally happy, because they see that even though you might not be exactly where you are trying to be, that doesn't mean it won't happen. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. You're going through things for a reason. It's holding a purpose of value of wisdom towards you, is enlightening, is striking that match of your magic, is giving you that push to your power, and you have to be able to do that, because it's like you are that representation of victory. You have done this many times before. They've put you in certain situations that, your doubters, like they see everything that is, the universe will allow people to see certain things in certain ways, especially when they don't have your best interest. They'll let you see, oh, okay, they're struggling, they doing this, oh, they ain't about to get through that. Next thing you know, bam, when you ain't even looking, they done came up and creeped up, and that person went over something that they would never be able to just to wrap their head around knowing that that person survived something like that. Because a lot of times people feel like, when they hurt you, you don't realize that, and a lot of times you're like, why do they do this to me? You don't realize they envy you because they don't have that strength that they see you have to maintain. It's like when I see the situations I've been in, seeing the people that have really put me in my situation. Like, I'm not gonna say I have not done my own, dirt on certain things that has been placed in my life, but when it came to this situation, on how people did things, they swore up and down this was gonna be that thing that breaks me, but they don't understand. I've been through so many different things in my life that they were hoping it would have broke me, and then somehow, some way, I got through that. And then for me to be guided towards this is just like, this is like a blessing within a blessing that keeps on adding more blessings to it, because there's so many beautiful people out there that I've connected with just because of the tragedies that I've endured in my life. Being able to understand, people have things going on every day, but not everybody is going to be vocal about the things they have gone through. Like, I don't be vocal about everything, but I'll be vocal about the things that matters, that be able to help other people recognize the things that they go through. You may be struggling right now, but that struggle is going to become your sweet victory. Because a lot of times you have to be able to be boxed in to where you're at that bottom of that barrel, you're at the bottom of the food chain, because when you're there, you see that this is not somewhere you need to be at. You have been to where everything, it felt like hell was just breaking loose all around you. And a lot of time when you don't feel, you feel broken, or you feel like it's just your whole life is torn apart. Yes, it is, because it's like, this ain't, you held on to that life for so long. You've been in that life for so long. You don't had to learn valuable lessons. You had to connect with people. You had to learn from them. They had to hurt you. They had to, you had to hurt them. They had to betray you. You had to betray them. You had to go through life lessons, and then you've seen where these decisions and these experiences can take you. There are some people that can't, that they had that strength, but they chose to do something else because it came too hard, you know. But these are the things that you were built for. These are the things that, makes you, and at times I understand. It just seems like things keep coming and keep coming, and there's days I don't went off in here. It's like, you added this to me, and it's just like I'm trying my best to be at ease with everything that's going on, and then it adds something else to it, and then it's another thing, and then it's another thing, and then I get angry, and then I see people around me that has really did some really jacked up stuff, and it looks like they're having it easy. But universe will show you, just like they wanted them to see that you fail, they wanted you to be able to see like they're having it easy when they're not. Because a lot of times people know when things are cutting up in their lives, but they ain't gonna say nothing because they gonna know the reason why it's happening. When you throwing trash over in somebody else's yard to make your stuff look good and all this and this and that, you got to do too much to maintain that. If you speak your truth, you don't never have to remember what you said. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say, if I feel like I got a lie, I'm not about to say nothing, you know, because it's like I don't want to go back and have to remember what I said to anybody. It's either I'm going to say it or I'm not. And it's just like when I see all the things that I went through, and there's days I sit here when I'm just to myself and I'm just like, dang, I don't even know how you got through it the way you got through certain things. You know what I'm saying? If you've been with me for a while, you've heard me talk about a lot of different things that I've endured in my life that I don't even know how I made it through, you know. But I knew I wasn't dealing with these things alone. Even though I was in my storm, I was getting comfort in that storm. I became that cycle of that storm, that if that storm was to come back again, it's not going to have that kind of effect on me like it did before. Certain things are popping up that I healed from, and it comes back just to say, oh, does this thing still trigger you? No. Does this person? Mm-mm. I wish them the best. I'm still gonna be doing me. Whatever blessings you get, you get those. Whatever blessings I get those. You know, and it's just like a lot of things. I keep telling people I would never wish on my worst enemy about what the things I've gone through, because a lot of things I've endured, it felt like I was in a world of my own. And people are like, oh, I can relate. No, you can't. I don't. That's just like me saying I can relate to certain things you've gone through. Only thing I can say is I can relate to the pain that you probably felt at that time, but I can't, you know relate to the things that you have gone through, and it was, I just keep getting that from my ancestors. Like, when your ancestors are looking down at you, they're very emotionally happy because it's like they know what you're enduring is not something that is just a walk in the park for you. You're not, skip tiptoeing through the tulips and smelling some daggone roses here. It's like you going through Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in the middle of Grand Theft Auto. It's like one of those type of situations, like, God, dog, but these are the things that's going to strengthen you in ways. It's like, and I always try to tell people, and I have to remind myself, like I said again, when you have gone through these things and you have overcome those, and they gave you that trophy of blessings, because it's like, for all you have gone through, if you know when you're going, you're up for some big blessings, when you know how hard you done had it. It's like when you felt like, it's always calm before the storm. So it's like when you have gone through things and you are trying your hardest, and it's just like things that come to you that they know, you know, that will, it's like snatching the rug from up under you. Know that it can really break you in a whole lot of ways, but you try to make the best of it. And when you know you have overcome those certain stages of your life where you didn't try to make the best of it, you just don't realize if anything else was to come to you, this mess ain't even gonna budge. But you have gone through those things. You have to understand, if you're going through some really hellish stuff right now, just think of the magnitude of what your blessing is going to be just because you endured these things, And it's like it's like our ancestors, did certain things, maneuvered certain things, so we can be to where we are right now. All this hellish stuff is going around in the world, but it's not, to me, even though it may be chaotic actions, you're seeing truth for what truth really is. It's like people have done so many daggone dirt, hurtful things that you can't hide from those things, because now people are filming you. Now it's all over the news, or now you getting caught up by the people that you thought you were getting over on. Or it's like people felt like, oh, if they had this amount of money, they can be able to cover up and make their problems disappear, and that mess is coming back up like a bad virus. No pun intended, but I'm just saying, like an upset stomach is coming right back up. You didn't think it was gonna come up like that, but you done piled on things. People done got too comfortable. When you get comfortable and doing some evil doing, wrong doing the things, and you feel like, oh, I can pay this off, or I can pay that off, or I can do this and this and that, and then next thing you know, bam, things are hitting you. You're like, oh, I didn't deserve this, I didn't do it. But you forgot what you just did, though. You just forgot. You weren't, if you weren't doing right by yourself, or you went out your way to do certain things, don't think just because it didn't come back to you, right then and there, don't think it won't have a way of coming back to you like a boomerang. And a lot of times, the way karma is doing it, karma will make good to a promise that, what comes around goes around. They'll wait until you knee deep in all the stuff that you've been doing, and just like, oh, they done got comfortable. So when they got comfortable like that, they thought that, oh, they had it all made. Next thing you know, things start coming out. You're like, ooh. That's why I'm just like, I try my best to make sure that I push out positive vibes towards people. If I already see that I'm about to snap, crackle, and pop on you, I'm gonna just walk off. And I'm like, you are not worth me coming out of alignment for my well being or my mental health. I just don't have the capacity for that. Because if I end up coming out of it, I know I'm gonna pay for that some kind of way, some kind of how, and I'm not about to do that. So it's just like, when I understand we're going through a lot right now. You getting hit in ways that you don't even feel like, I don't even want to be here no more. I've been there. I've been to that point where I've cried and said, I don't want to feel this no more. I don't even want to be here no more. But it's just like, I had to keep reminding myself to know that you have to be able to see the blessings throughout that storm that you're going through, because those is giving you that knowledge, is giving you that words of wisdom, is giving you that power, and your magic is growing. But a lot of times you have to change the way you see those certain situations, and a lot of times it's hard for you to do that. I get it. Because it's like, Roslynn, you ain't dealing with what I'm dealing with. Nah, but I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. And a lot of times I got to force myself to see the positive throughout that negative impact. It just shook the heck out of me, because it was like a F9 of a daggone, like a 9.9, like 2012 type earthquake on in my life. And I'm trying my best to heal from that. I'm trying my best to stay on top for that. I'm trying to allow myself to say that everything is not what it seems, even though it feels like I'm being ignored, I'm being shunned. People doing certain things to make sure I don't move. All those different things, but you just don't realize you being placed in certain situations for a reason. Because it's like every time I don't see myself go through some hurtful things, I try not to go back and talk about it. But then it's just like when I think and I'm like, oh wow, okay, I know why you set me up in this right now. I know it's gonna have it's just like you watch a movie, like, oh, okay, they're gonna place that little thing right there, drop that, put that seed right there and just say, hey, you remember I put the seed right here, and just remember that for what it is, and you just keep going, going with what you're doing. But just remember that seed's right there. And then soon, don't think when you walked away from it, it's being nourished. You just may not know that. But they put you there for a reason. And then when it's time to execute that, you're gonna remember about all them seeds they dropped, because it's gonna have a domino effect when it does. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Sherry Nelson, Tracy Roy, Cheryl Sanders, and Mike Latimer. Much love to you as well. Like and subscribe, share, hit me up on Facebook Messenger if you need any deeper understanding about your path, and where it may be taking you, or what you need to understand about it. It's gonna be my last video, y'all. I usually do videos every other day, but I'm gonna try to, at least since I'm doing it like that, I'm gonna just try to see if I can put out like between 2 and 4 every day, or take a break and then come back. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do it like that. But like and subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up. Tell somebody about the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Um, I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. Um, and no, I pray that everything you're trying to manifest in your life, comes 100,000 times more than what you expected, asked for, or prayed for. And it comes so much sooner than you expected as well. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.